friends. So I got these two Sisley products. One is a blurring face powder and the other is a lip gloss. Now I'm gonna put it right out there. Sisley is not inexpensive, but it is a beautiful brand. Obviously the packaging is gorgeous. This is my Lancome Skin Feels Good. This also has a little bit of SPF, but please don't rely on your makeup to be your primary source of sunscreen. It's great as an additional layer, additional protection, but it's not, you're never gonna put enough on for you to ever reach that true SPF. If you do, you're wearing way too much. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone. I'll be using a bronzer to kind of make it a little bit more of a seamless look. Milk Flex Concealer, which I love. If you're looking for a slightly more natural look, this is a good choice. It gives, I feel, just enough coverage. A little bit of brightness is nice. Too much is unnatural looking. It's all in the details. I'm going to press my under eye area. And let's see what kind of blurring. Oh yeah, that's nice. I always take it down here. I always take my powder down here. Because I tend to get a little shiny here throughout the day, but also because my pores are more enlarged here. And when I powder, it kind of makes them appear a little bit smaller. Yeah, this definitely gives like a really beautiful kind of airbrush blurred effect. I'm using the Fenty Powder Bronzer. I am gonna sort of contour with it a little bit because why not get a little sculpting out of it. I'm also applying it as a means to warm up the face and look a little sun-kissed. So I'm gonna start on the top of my ear. And when I start at the top of my ear, it kind of automatically applies the bronzer just beneath my cheekbone, which is where I want the sculpting to occur. And when I apply it, I'm using a very, very light touch, and I'm going in an upward circular motion. And I go in very light layers and build up. It's always easier to apply more than it is to take away what you've already applied. See, it just kind of creates a little bit of a shadow under your cheekbone, which helps kind of chisel it out a little bit, but it also adds some warmth to the face. So I'll do one side and I'll show you the difference. I like to give a little bit of sculpting in sort of the temple-ish area up onto the top of my forehead. And you can see how it just kind of really warms everything up and makes it look a little bit more sun-kissed. Right from under my ear, we're gonna apply it in this direction, a little bit where it's obvious. I like to use it on my eyes as an eyeshadow. This fluffy brush here, which is from Clinique, going to help give a little bit of a lift to that hooded lid that I have. I'm keeping my eye completely relaxed. I'm not lifting it and applying. If I lift and apply, as soon as I relax, it's all gonna disappear. So I'm going right on top of that hooded lid. And I'm going straight across. Then, once I've got it applied, I'm gonna use very gentle circular motions to blend it. Use this Bobbi Brown eye stick. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit here, right on the lid. So I'm kind of focusing on the inner corner. Okay, so you see this little fleshy part right here, right in there? I like to put eyeshadow on that. If it's a nice bright color, it kind of opens up the eye, brightens it up a bit. This is Trish McAvoy. Her liners are nice and soft, so they apply easily. I don't know what tight lining is. It's a method of applying your eyeliner and sort of working it into your lash line as opposed to putting it on your lid, on top of your lashes. What I like to do is take my pinky and just place it on top of my lid. You don't have to press really. You just place it on there and it kind of naturally flips it up just enough to apply your liner. Okay. And then I'm going in and I'm wiggling it. Can you see? Can you see? I'm wiggling it into my lash line. So your eye will naturally kind of go to the side. When you're doing your inner corner, it'll go to your outer corner. My eyelash curler seems to have disappeared, so I'm not going to use it. Trish McAvoy Curling Mascara. This is a tubular mascara. And if you don't know what that means, it's actual little tubes around each lash, flake or smear. It's water resistant. but when you're ready to remove it, you actually use warm water. I put it in my hands, I press it onto my lashes, and I very gently kind of pull down, and the mascara will come off in what looks like little individual lashes. I like to kind of wiggle at the base, pull it through. Inevitably, I will get some on my lids, so don't stress about that. It's almost impossible not to. I'll show you how to remove it. You never want to remove your mascara when it's wet, because it'll just smear everywhere. You actually want to let it dry first. Let's see, I got a bunch on my lid, right? It's dried at this point, so I'm going to take one of my little cosmetic Q-tips, which are kind of pointy. I'm just going to kind of go in there and roll it off. My faves is my Ciate Dewy Blush. I'm going to do a dot and a dot. And when I apply my blush, I apply it right to kind of the apples of the cheeks, but I don't go too far, too close to my nose. I'm kind of keeping it, I'm kind of stopping right where my pupil is, like I did with my bronzer. And then I'm going in kind of an upward diagonal motion toward my temple. Tap, tap, tap. I like to go up the temple a little bit, just kind of blend everything nicely so there's no real separation. Hair is really doing its own thing today. Not into it. I am not going to use lip liner today because I just feel like it'll look a little too done, and it's the middle of the day. I start at the center of the lips and kind of work it out. I'm going to use the tip of this doe foot applicator. Just kind of line my lips a little bit. That I think would be nice for people who are a little bit scared of red and they don't necessarily want to do a red lipstick, something really opaque. This is a little bit more sheer. Tap it. If you want to bring down that shine a little bit, you just give it a little tap. And that makes it even more sheer and with a little bit less shine to it. That's pretty. It's almost more like a stain. Here's my bronzy kind of summer beached look. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe.